Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls, so please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hey Debbie,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What day is it?
Why, it is Travel Wednesday.
It is Travel Wednesday. So hope you're happy. Hope you're excited. Hope you get your passports ready. You don't need them actually, because we are staying in the UK today.
We are.
And we're going to a place that was voted in a poll we just put up on YouTube the other day that we know nothing about. We are going to Norfolk.
Yes, Norfolk.
I have been practicing on pronouncing that word a lot.
You have been. And you've been having me practice too.
So it's your turn to say it.
Norfolk.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, not like I'd really know. But so we literally don't know anything about this place. We know the name and how to pronounce it now. Or please no one in the comments tell us we're not pronouncing it right.
Yeah, hopefully we are.
Hopefully we are. But that's all we know. We're going to get into that in a second. But before we do, guys, please like the video.
Yes.
It really helps our YouTube algorithms. Why is that hard to say? And consider subscribing. Let Debbie do it, to the channel. And also make sure you please hit your notification bell, because a lot of people do miss a lot of the notifications. And what do we always say, though, about subscribing to our channel, Debs?
Before you subscribe, please check out some of our other content. Make sure you want to subscribe and be a part of our family.
Absolutely. And also this Sunday, we have a very special next surprise Sunday, fun day, whatever you want to call it, video for you guys. The most requested video we've ever received since we've started YouTube.
Yes. We're going to do it.
I'm not going to say what it is, though.
Nope.
Before we get into this video, though, we want to go and say thank you and get some shout-outs to our lovely people over on Patreon. We absolutely just love you guys to death. You're rock stars to us. Just know that over on Patreon. So we have some shout-outs to give to some guys and girls over there. Debbie, would you like to start off?
We want to give a thank you to Steve Holford.
Thank you, Steve. A thank you over there to Sandy K.
Thank you to Stumpy French.
A thank you to Mr. K.
Thank you to Gordon. I'm going to say it wrong. Kana?
I wouldn't know I don't know how to say it properly either. Thank you to Kieran B.
Thank you.
Flip my page here.
And we have Kath Dowdell.
We don't know how to pronounce names. Hopefully that's right. But I can pronounce this one. Thank you, Pete Burke.
And Claire Wharton.
And a thank you to Barry Derrick.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, these are just some of our patrons. I'm just going to turn my brightness up on my camera here, guys, because it's gotten like super dark for some odd reason. Sorry, you got my finger in your eye. Sorry, Pete. Sorry, Claire.
So thank you to everyone over there at Patreon.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. We give exclusive content to our patrons. We appreciate you more than you even know. So thank you so much. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. It's a little longer than most of the Travel Wednesday videos we do. So we want to get into this quickly and see what it is about Norfolk that everyone wants us to see. And
yes, let's check it out.
I mean, right now we're looking at a beach, so I'm already thinking I like this place. But let's find out.
With sweeping beaches, seaside towns, historic buildings, an abundance of wildlife, and miles upon miles of waterways for you to explore, Norfolk is a fantastic destination for those looking for an English summer getaway.
What?
In this video, we will show you how we spent 7 days in Norfolk. So if you're considering a holiday in East Anglia, then we hope that this video will help you with ideas for your trip.
Beautiful.
If beautiful sunsets, colourful beach huts, wild seals, picturesque villages, boat adventures, seaside attractions, Tudor buildings and excessive amounts of fish and chips sounds like your cup of tea, then we hope you enjoy our 1 week in Norfolk.
Pause! Stop! Hold on!
That was like a whole lot in like...
The video has only gotten 38 seconds in, and I'm ready. Let's move. We're going to Norfolk. I'm done.
Well...
It's everything that I love about the Cotswolds. I just saw stuff. Everything I love about beaches. Everything I love about what we've already seen of the UK is just already in 38 seconds of this freaking video. Are you not dying? Fish and chips? Amazing. We just talked about that in the last Travel Wednesday video, how they never show fish and chips in any of these videos. And then they're like, oh, we heard you, Natasha. Here's some fish and chips.
I think they hurt.
And I want some. I want to try the real...
That's what we'll be eating today or tomorrow.
Fish and chips. But I'm just like, wow, that's already breathtaking.
Well, let's get on, see some more.
I know, I'm sorry. It's awesome. All right, we're just going to start from right here.
Just arrived. This is nice.
It's great.
Just spotted a hare outside the window of the caravan.
Aww.
Oh, so cute. First port of call after arriving at our static caravan in Hunstanton was to head straight to the seafront. We're starting our trip to Norfolk off in Hunstanton, which is also known as Sunny Honey, so I assume it means we're going to have glorious sunshine for the whole trip. We didn't. We picked up some fish and chips to eat while we watched the sunset. Because even though we're on the east coast, Hunstanton faces west, which means it's one of the only places in the east where you can watch the sun.
Hold on, I just want to look at that on the map for a second to get an idea where this is. Okay. Oh, okay. The only thing I can tell, like, I don't know it, but Nottingham, not Nottingham, Nottingham, been practicing that too. Just trying to get an idea of where that is. That's like on the coast. Okay, sorry, back at it.
Over the sea. How was fish and chips round one of the holiday?
Good.
Pretty. Whoa. What's
Had
that?
a bit of a late start to the morning because it was absolutely chucking it down when we got up, but look at it now. This here is the new part of Hunstanton. This is where we were for the sunset. We're going to keep on walking down to Old Hunstanton to see the Stripy Cliffs, and we should pass a couple of sites on the way as well. At the end of the green is the Pierless Pier. It used to be a pier that was over 800 feet long. There was a roller skating rink and a small zoo built on the pier. Most of the pier was destroyed in a storm in the 1970s, and then a fire finished off in 2002. It's a bit of a shame because it probably was a really cool spot. We just come for a stroll through the Victorian Esplanade Gardens, and they're really pretty.
Yeah.
There's some tiles with photos on from historical events and places in Hunstanton. So, for example, here we can see the pier that I was talking about.
Oh, wow.
And next to it here you can see the fire.
Wow.
There's some nice views over the sea from these gardens too. If you keep walking past the gardens, you'll reach the striped cliffs of Old Hunstanton, whose red layers are caused by iron staining of the chalk. There are various signs around telling you not to sit too close to the cliffs, and you can see from the massive piles of rocks why. We also read that there's a kind of bird here, I think it's called a fulmar, it looks quite a lot like a seagull but without the orange beak from what we can tell from Google. And if you get too close to them, if they think you're a threat, they might vomit this sort of thick bile on you. So with that combined with the rocks, don't sit too close. We found the shipwreck! The barnacle-covered remains of this 1907 fishing boat can only be seen at low tide, so make sure you Google tide times first if you want to see it.
Doggies!
Aww.
Next we headed to the Marina's Beer Garden for our first pub trip since lockdown.
Oh wow.
There's a cracking view from this beer garden. Walking through the idyllic village of Old Hunstanton felt very calm and quiet compared to the newer part of Hunstanton.
This is beautiful.
Before taking the 30 minutes walk back to our caravan, we stopped off at St Edmund's Point, where you can see Hunstanton Lighthouse, the Lookout Tower, and the 13th century ruins of St Edmund's Chapel.
That's cool.
We've come back into town for sunset and some fairground rides. You excited?
Ooh, sign me up.
Rainbow Park isn't a large fairground, but it does offer a few of the classics.
Sea Dragon.
Rather than purchasing a wristband, you'll pay for rides individually, which can add up quickly, but it's worth stopping by to go on a couple of your fun fair
You're making me
favourites.
sick.
How dizzy are you feeling?
Okay. Place is awesome. Those are
The
so
next
cool.
day we got up early and drove around 30 minutes to Wells next to the sea. Whenever we told people we're coming to Norfolk, Wells next to the sea is somewhere that always cropped up as somewhere we should visit, and I can already see why. There's a long row of pastel coloured beach huts that are really pretty, and the sand is really soft and golden, and it looks like it just goes on forever. I think some of them have got names. We've decided we want to walk all the way to the sea for a paddle, and it's actually a lot further away than we realised.
Looks like
This
a
beach
huge
is absolutely massive.
Yeah, it is.
Aw, nice.
Oh, dog friendly.
Heck yeah.
What more could I want? I mean, seriously, this is everything I want.
Yep.
Worth it! We didn't spend long paddling as the tides can change quickly along the Norfolk coast, Information on tide times that day is conveniently displayed in Wells Beach car park.
That's cool.
Speaking of parking, the cost was £9 for a day, unless you do what someone did and press the wrong button, so you end up paying twice. Next we walked 15 minutes into the town of Wells next to the sea, which is a working fishing port. It's also a popular place to go crabbing in the summer. Overall in Norfolk, we mostly found that social distancing wasn't too difficult, particularly as most days we got up early to avoid large crowds. However, we did find parts of the harbour a little too busy, so we quickly moved on to explore more of this picturesque
that's so
town.
pretty!
That is.
The green's surrounded by Georgian houses and little cottages and a couple of pubs. It's really nice. Once it was...
I'm 5, sorry. But this is amazing. Like, it really is showing a little bit of everything you think of when you think of England, but then it's also showing like a tropical thing.
Yeah.
Which is really pretty. That is one of the largest beaches I've ever seen in my life.
I know, it was huge.
That was massive. I mean, I get it, the tide would change the size of it, but still, that is, this is an amazing place. Thank you guys so much for telling us about this. This is why we love recommendations from you, because we would never have even known the place existed, sadly. So let's go.
It was fish and chips o'clock, we headed to French's, which had cropped up again and again when looking up best fish and chips in Norfolk.
That looks amazing.
Oh, yes. Fish and chips, score out of 10.
It's not fair.
9. Because they have gherkins and final lemon, which definitely makes it a 9.
After finishing our fish and chips, we ended our day back at Stanton for one final sunset.
Beautiful.
That's a gorgeous sunset.
The next morning, we checked out of our caravan in Hunstanton, ready to head down south to relocate to a lodge nestled on the edge of the Norfolk Broads. On our way down, we planned a couple of stops, with the first being the iconic Horsey wind pump.
That's cool.
Horsey wind pump, which is brilliantly named, managed to withstand storms, floods and wars before it was a lightning strike that finally put it out of action in, I think it was the 1940s. The National Trust has taken over it now, so it's a tourist attraction. I think you can normally go inside, but at the moment you can't because it hasn't reopened fully since lockdown, but you can still come up to it. If you are driving, there is a car park available by the wind pump, or if you are travelling by boat, mooring is available for a fee. Next we're walking down to the beach, where we might get to see some seals, we hope. It's not quite the right time of year for it, so if you definitely want to see seals, you should come in winter. But we might get lucky because they can be here all year round. The walk from Horsey Wind Pump to Horsey Gap Beach is around 1.5 miles each way. The walk itself is very pleasant and offers different vantage points to view Horsey Wind Pump.
So pretty.
Seals! Seals, 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 seals! I apologise that these clips are a little rubbish, however we decided that the cuteness of the seals outweighed the quality of the video, so I've included them anyway.
What do I always call seals, Debbie? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Puppies of the ocean.
Right.
Or ocean puppies. I cannot watch, we watched Shark Week. We kind of stopped last year, but I can't do it when they show you little seals. I'm like, no. No. I wish the seal would just turn around and eat the shark.
Would be nice, but doesn't.
They're so freaking adorable. Oh, they're so cute. But they look like puppies.
They do?
They're sea puppies. Ocean puppies. I'm sorry. Go back into the video. Look at them. They're so cute. Aw. That's so stinking cute. Oh, he's so cute.
Next we drove a short 3.5 miles to Winterton-on-Sea, which is a small coastal village with a beautiful sandy beach, flower-lined streets, pretty thatched cottages, an impressive church, and a holiday park of quirky roundhouses.
Yes, that's awesome.
They look like something straight out of a cartoon.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
That's neat.
After a walk along the beach and around the village, we headed to Fritton to check into our next accommodation. If you're looking for somewhere to stay that is close to the Norfolk Broads or Great Yarmouth, or somewhere further up north like Hunstanton, we will be sharing tours of both our Fritton Lodge and our Hunstanton caravan on this channel, so keep an eye out for those if you're interested in watching.
This is a place in the comments section a lot of people wanted us to see. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's all they said was these 2 words. That's it. So,
okay.
Oh, look at the geese.
That's pretty beautiful right there.
Is that a weeping willow? Then I know people said that they really wanted to see the Norfolk Broads.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, I know. Stop talking, Natasha.
The Broads is a network of over 120 miles of navigable rivers and lakes, most of which are in Norfolk. You can explore areas of the Norfolk Broads on foot or by bike, but the best way to discover these enchanting waterways is by boat.
Nice. Nice.
This is amazing. Oh my
Boating
gosh.
holidays
We need
are
to go
popular
here.
on the Broads, but if you don't fancy spending your whole trip on the water, then you can hire a day boat. We chose to hire our day boat from Broads Tours in Wroxham, which is the main hub of boating holidays on the
Let's
Broads.
go. What?
Okay, hold up. Someone buy me that house.
Right?
This looks like freaking Florida.
It does.
And that little trail he was just walking on looks like a swamp in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Love all these little canals. And
I have a message to the people of the United Kingdom. You have been holding out on us. This,
Who lives here and wants to adopt us?
yeah, who lives in this place right now, pictured in said screen? Hi, would you like to adopt for just an airfare for 2 little Americans? We could be yours. Please take us in. We're pitiful. We want to live here with you. That is so cool. I don't know what kind of roof that is, but
It's pretty cool looking.
I want to pet it.
I'm gonna pet it. Don't pet the roof.
I want to pet
Don't
the
go
roof.
around petting people's roofs.
I've done stranger things, not to roofs. Long story, side switch. Get off the topic here,
Yeah.
Natasha. I'm not right in the head today. I apologize. But this is absolutely stunning, and it's nothing I would have expected to see in the United Kingdom. Now I'm going
No.
to stop talking. We're going to see the rest.
When you pick up your boat, you'll be given a quick lesson before you set off to explore.
How's it going over
Fishing.
there, Captain?
Great, it's going great.
Not run over any ducks?
No.
Boner.
I thought I had run over a duck for a second, but it was just the wake of another boat.
Don't worry, if you have no experience, none is required, and operating the boat is really easy. And
We
with a
got
maximum
that. We
speed
can do
limit
boats.
of 5 miles per hour, what could go wrong?
Nice.
Seriously though, just drive sensibly and stick to the rules of the waterways. It's pretty straightforward and a
go.
lot of fun.
That's cool. Oh my
Our
gosh.
first stop was
Beautiful.
Horning, which is said to be one of the prettiest villages on the Broads. The new inn had good reviews and offered free mooring to customers, so we decided this would be a good spot for an early lunch. I generously allowed Aaron to take the lead in mooring our boat up for the first time, which incidentally was next to a boat that looked much more expensive than ours, and which we also overheard the owner saying was brand new, because of course it was.
Well done on your successful mooring of the boat.
Yeah, that wasn't as terrifying as I
Does that mean docking?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got it in there.
Yeah.
Didn't quite bosh the person's brand new boat that was next to us.
I would have.
That's good.
We later realised that there was actually a man there helping people with mooring, so you don't need to attempt to do it solo like we did. After our quick lunch stop, we were back on the water. There will be a
good.
huge variety of boats for you to see on the Broads, but make sure you don't miss the most important boat of all.
Just bought ice cream from an ice cream boat.
Yeah.
And he's playing ice
What?
cream fan music.
An ice cream boat.
This really helpfully tells you
You just lost your darn mind, didn't you?
I
As soon as I
did.
saw that, I'm like, oh my god, Debbie's going to lose it.
Yeah, like we need to go get an ice cream boat.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We need to go see this ice cream boat thing.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Debbie is an ice cream obsessed.
I
Person.
mean, we could just move there and I can run my own ice cream boat.
Hey, Norfolk, you're about to get 2 Norfolk broads. Yeah, you see what I did there?
I'll braid your hair while you're on your boat and I'll serve you ice cream. There you go.
Why are you braiding their hair?
To make more money.
I'm just going to stand there with my camera taking photos.
Because braids are awesome for boating.
You want to rewind that and go back to the beginning of that
Yeah, I'm
ice
gonna
cream
look
boat?
at that
Let's
ice
go
cream.
back to the ice cream boat.
I mean, look at that.
Where? So what is that? Okay, let's see.
Variety of boats for you to see on the Broads, but make sure you don't miss the most important boat
The
of
most
all.
important boat of all.
Duh.
just bought ice
Look at
cream
it.
from an ice
And
cream
that's
boat.
awesome. Like, and it looks good.
And he's playing ice cream fan music.
They play ice cream boat music.
That'd be awesome.
That is
This
awesome.
really helpfully tells you how long it takes to get from the different points back to Broads
That's cool to have a map
While
in the
there are
boat.
plenty of places to moor
Yeah,
up,
that would be
we were
helpful.
enjoying our time on the boat so much that we spent the rest of the day driving around the rivers and Broads, enjoying the
That's
beautiful
so beautiful.
scenery, the large variety of birds, and the tranquil atmosphere.
Ooh. That's a big
I
boat.
like this bit. You can actually really wild and around.
Wow.
Oh.
That looks
If
like a
hiring your
miracle.
own motorboat does appeal to you, then we would say definitely give it a go. It was one of our
Look at
favourite
those
experiences
roofs.
in
They're
Norfolk.
neat.
The cost at Broads Tours started at £21 per hour, although
Oh,
it is
wow.
cheaper to hire a boat for the full day like we did.
It's a lot of money for a full
Personally,
day.
I feel like if we had only hired the boats for a couple of hours, then it wouldn't have been long enough, and they would have struggled to tear us away when the time was up. As it was, a full day felt like a good amount of time to really enjoy our time on the boat, and we do now definitely see the appeal of a full boating holiday on the Broads.
That is so beautiful.
Yep.
We just got back to the car park. We parked at Wroxham Broad car park, which is about a 30-minute walk to the boat hire place. But then when we got there, we found out there's actually a large car park right at the spot where you pick up your boats. So learn from our mistakes.
Okay, before we go on to Fairhaven Gardens, which already looks like a Florida swamp, which is a good thing, I am obsessed. I know why you wanted us to see the Norfolk Broads.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm just going to keep making a bad joke worse. The Cincinnati Broads.
There you go.
Should be living in the Norfolk Broads. I would live there. I would totally freaking live there. You got an ice cream boat. There's no way you wouldn't live there.
Duh.
But I would live there. It's like the cottages are absolutely stunning and beautiful. And then you've got all those great places to eat. You got the water. I mean,
good fish and chips, ice cream. We're done.
I'm kind of obsessed and a little in love right now. By a little, I mean a lot. Can you tell?
Yeah, I can.
Is it obvious?
Yeah.
But it's just, this is absolutely beautiful. Wow. Sorry. Let's get back into it. Let's see what this Fairhaven Gardens is. I'm intrigued.
It's another beautiful day here in Norfolk, and we've come to Fairhaven Woodland and Water Gardens. When looking for best things to do in the Norfolk Broads, this place crops up a lot, and now that we're in our 30s, we like looking at plants. So we figured it was a good choice for a day out. Nearly 4 miles of pathways, boardwalks and bridges lead you through 130 acres of beautiful woodlands, where you will be surrounded by an abundance of plants, trees and wildlife. There's so many butterflies around here. Currently, because of social distancing, it's a one-way system everywhere now, so you just pick a route. We're going to go for the black route, which is the 1 hour 30 minutes one, but you can chop and change as much as you want apparently, as long as you stick to the one-way system. At the time of making this video, you must pre-book your arrival time, which you can easily do through the Fairhaven website. It's really peaceful and there's hardly anybody here. I don't know if it's always this quiet or if it's just because they're limiting the number of people who can enter because you have to book a ticket in advance now. But it's really tranquil. You've hardly seen anybody. As we wandered through the gardens, we also spotted lots of carved animals and signs containing interesting nuggets of information. It wasn't until the early 1950s that we realised that the Broads are not a natural feature. Dr. Joyce Lamberts discovered that the Broads are a series of flooded pits which were dug during the Middle Ages.
Oh, interesting.
We loved our day at Fairhaven Woodland and Water Garden, and would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a land-based activity on the Broads.
That's so cool. Ooh.
Nice.
Great Yarmouth is your traditional British bucket and spade style seaside resort. It is a popular destination with families due to the multitude of seafront attractions and the impressive sandy beach. This whole seafront area is called the Golden Mile, and just look at this stretch of beach, you can see why. This is stunning.
This is beautiful.
If you're looking for a calm and picturesque beach resort, then Great Yarmouth probably isn't what you're looking for. However, there is no denying that there are plenty of fun things to see and do here, so we added it to our Norfolk itinerary. With another crowd-dodging early start, we parked up at the almost empty seafront car park and set off to explore. There's loads of really cool old-style tourist posters along this fence here.
It was like cool.
Oh, those are awesome. I love old stuff like that.
I don't know why, but I really like the Hippodrome building.
That is a cool building.
I love that there's a takeaway shop that looks like a pirate ship. Great Yarmouth has around 700 places to play mini-golf. If you have seen our Orlando, Florida travel series, then you will know that we love to play mini-golf, even if we aren't very good at it. So there was no way we were going to resist Pirates Cove Adventure Golf. This is a really well-themed mini-golf. We thought that this 18-hole mini-golf was a great way to spend an hour or two, especially on a day when the weather wasn't too beach-friendly.
We haven't played mini-golf in a long time.
Yeah!
We decided we haven't had fish and chips enough yet this week, so we got some more Funkrellies, and these look really good. Once we'd had our fill of fish and chips number 3 of the holiday, we made a beeline for our next seaside attraction. We've come to Merivale Model Village, and I'm actually really excited. At Merivale Model Village, you follow winding paths through a miniature world of characters and amusing scenes, And to top it off, it's
That
all
would be
set in an
awesome.
award-winning landscape garden. For added fun, many of the scenes are even interactive.
Are you going to press the button?
Oh yes.
That would be that.
Oh.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what this is reminding you of, right?
yeah.
So we have a place here called Entertainment
Yes.
Junction. We actually just went recently for like the third time. We took our Aunt Linda.
Mhm.
It is, I think they said, it's the world's largest indoor train display.
Yes.
It's insane, and it's very similar to that. Like you push buttons and it looks similar to this.
And they have all different scenes from around Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's so cool. They like redid our whole city from different time periods. I don't know how big Norfolk is. We can look that up on a map. I know relatively small compared, I'm sure, to what I'm thinking it would be versus here. But still, like, it just seems like an amazing place. Is this like a vacation destination for you guys? That's my guess.
Seems like it with all the amusement parks.
I know. Yeah.
No, miniature golf and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like there's so much here. It's amazing. So let's get back into it.
Premier airship carriers. Would all passengers advise?
There are so many tiny little details that are easy to miss, so take your time and look carefully.
Yep.
There's even some subtle jokes.
You see what they've called them?
The cavity.
And Dr.
Mr.
Eyelash.
McCavity.
Some more wholesome than others. You could probably spend an hour or so wandering around the displays before you exit
Oh, yeah.
through the penny arcade. As the wind began picking up and the dark clouds rolling in, we decided to take this as our cue to go back to the lodge and spend the rest of the day in the hot tub.
Hot tub. See, now look at that. That's stunning.
Beautiful.
Come on,
After checking
cobblestone
out of our
streets.
lodge, rather than
Yes.
heading straight home, we decided to spend a few hours in Norwich.
Norwich.
Nice.
That's
I
that
admit
right?
that before our
Norwich.
trip, we didn't really know anything about Norwich, and we were very quickly
Norwich.
pleasantly surprised.
Wow.
We're starting our morning off in Elm Street, which is this beautiful cobbled street lined with all these Tudor-style houses. It's really pretty.
Oh,
We're a bit early, so the shops
look at
haven't
that.
opened yet, but it's really
hold
nice
on.
to do
Rewind that back. Where'd it
in
go?
Elm Street,
Little
which is this
candy
beautiful
stripe looking
cobbled street
top there.
lined with
Hold
all
on.
these Tudor-style houses. It's really
There, right there. Where it shows the bike.
Mhm.
Postcard moment.
Definitely.
Postcard moment. What? We're now high-fiving for postcard moments, I've decided.
Okay.
Look at that. That is freaking gorgeous. The windows up there with the flowers
Yes.
and... Oh, I love it. I
Quite
love it.
perfect.
Just love it. Now, I'm not saying we don't have stuff like that here. Of course we do. Actually, we have a place not that pretty, but somewhat similar to kind of similar up the road. That one diner up on
Oh, yeah,
Reading.
yeah.
But it's not that cute. And it's not on a cobblestone road. And it's not in Norfolk. So this area here, am I saying it right? Norwich?
Norwich?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not saying it right. This place is absolutely stunning. This is the architecture that I love about the UK.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the oldness.
Yep. Looks like it's all here.
I'm telling you, this video is insanely amazing. If anyone's looking for a trip and you haven't been to Norfolk, this is where you need to go this year.
Mm-hmm.
For us, please.
Yep.
Let's go.
really pretty.
How
We are a
pretty
bit
that
early,
is.
so the shops haven't opened yet, but it's really
Games
nice to
room.
just walk
I
around
mean, look at
without
those
any
rats.
people.
Gorgeous.
This kind of reminds me of the Shambles in York.
Yeah, it's got a very similar vibe.
John
As we
Oliver's.
didn't have long to spend exploring the city, we partially followed a free walking guide to take us around a few key sites, starting with Norwich Cathedral, which was built nearly 900 years ago.
Wow.
Look at the
beautiful.
size
Look
of
at
that
that.
spire.
Nice.
It's huge. Our walk also included a stop at the vibrant Norwich Market, which is one of
Oh, I'd
the
buy
oldest
everything
and
at the market.
largest
Fun.
outdoor markets in England. Here there are a number of tempting food stalls which make it a great spot for lunch. There was so much that we wanted to try that we actually ended up getting both bao buns and dumplings from Bun Box, and pork kimchi ramen and butternut squash coconut noodles from Fresh.
None of that food have I ever
These
had.
look so good.
The kimchi's really good.
Except kimchi.
And the pork, num 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 num.
I've had pork.
The curry broth in this is so delicious. Now that we've essentially eaten 2 lunches each, we've decided it's a good idea to burn it off by doing the riverside walk. This leafy riverside
Whoa,
walk takes you
whoa,
around
whoa,
Norwich
look
City
at that.
Centre and passes a
Nice.
couple of interesting
Okay.
sites on the way.
I'm
Cow
gonna go
Tower.
there.
One of the earliest purpose-built artillery blockhouses in England, this tower was built in 1398-99 to control a strategic point in Norwich's city defences.
A few hours did not feel like long enough in Norwich, and we would love to return here in the future to immerse ourselves in the city. Similar could be said for Norfolk as a whole.
Nice.
1 week gave us a great taster of this beautiful county and left us wanting to see more. If you have any recommendations of places to visit in Norfolk that we missed, then please do share them with us and anyone viewing this video in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then we would really appreciate it if you gave it a like, as it lets us and YouTube know if we're doing something right.
Cool.
To watch other videos on trips around the UK and worldwide, then subscribe to our channel. We have a few other fun destinations on there at the moment.
We're done. That was that. And I have like nothing but absolute desire to go here. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to take that same trip they did. Looks like they covered it all.
And that was a week. So our whole 2 months of someday going to the UK, I say someday because we don't know when that's going to be, was we're being 100% honest with you about going. A lot of responsibilities and money to save up and time to get off works and stuff like that. But I will come to you, my dear.
Really just better if somebody just adopts us. Because I need that ice cream boat.
Debbie's going to retire as an ice cream boatist. Boatist? Boatist.
There you go.
Don't think that's a thing. I could see you doing that.
I have retirement
Get a
plans.
little pink hat and say Debbie's Cones.
Oh, I would have the whole striped outfit.
Debbie's Cones.
The creepy clowny ice cream music going.
Nope,
Yeah.
I ain't go with you then.
Yep.
I have to say something with all due respect to every place else we've been. I'm not saying this is my favorite. You're not getting it out of me. You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. But it's up there. Oh, it's up there.
It does seem to have a bit of it all.
It is up there. That is just, I have such respect for this area. Just beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, there's just too many things on this list of stuff that we just saw. Love to know what you guys think. Like, who lives there? You know, is this a place
you go?
Yeah, will you go for us?
What flavor of ice cream is on the boat?
She would really, oh, you know what a great gift idea. Don't forget, it's Debbie's birthday, March 21st.
Can you get sprinkles and syrup and different things?
Would you not love a menu from one of those boats? If they have one, I probably don't have a takeaway menu from a boat.
Yeah.
But if they did,
yeah,
gift idea for Debbie.
That would be good.
she's like, get me a boat. Just give me an ice cream boat. I can't make that happen for you, but I do have one question for you guys before we get going. And before I ask the question, again, please like the video. It really does help the algorithms for YouTube and getting our videos out to more folks. And again, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget, Sunday is a surprise video that has been requested more than anything else on our channel. So please tune in for Sunday. But I do have a question for you in regards to Travel Wednesday videos. There have been so many places. I'm already going to see in the comments that people are going to tell us to watch Cornwall.
Yes.
And I know that because it's also a coastal town. We have looked. And by us, I mean, we have quite a few people that help us out over on Facebook. A friend that lives in Cornwall that I've been trying to find videos. I just sent her 2 more, Sarah, today, actually. And she said, nope, not good enough. Or they're copywritten or whatever. But we have tried to find a video that we've asked people that live in Cornwall, is this a good representation for us to watch? And they've said, no, there isn't any good videos on Cornwall. But we're going to always keep our eyes open.
Keep looking.
Yeah, we have other people that are on it that are keeping their eyes open. But I also want to ask you, we have found some videos that are straight audio only. And just music. So we haven't done those because we like to hear about the area. But how do you guys feel about watching us react to a Travel Wednesday video that is just music? No narration, doesn't tell us what we're looking at. Let us know in the comments. That's something we've been wanting to know for a while, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments what you think. I mean, I personally prefer the narration because I like to know what I'm looking at. Hope you enjoyed this episode because I know I sure did.
I definitely did.
Yeah, it was beautiful. This was just a great treat for us today. So thanks so much for recommending this one to us. And having said that, we will see you on our very special Sunday episode.
On special Sunday. So until next time.
Have a great one, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.